Good morning, children. Welcome back. I am Mrs. Sitara, your social science teacher. In today's session, we are going to see History Unit 2 Towards History Part 4. Before we move on into the details of the lesson, let us have a recap of what we have already learned. Do you remember, children? Pottery was one of the greatest inventions by humans after the invention of wheel. Houses made of stones were built. After this, several inventions were made. Humans started living in a settled life. From a nomadic lifestyle, they started to settle down in different places. The period which has written documents are called historical period. Once they started living a settled life, they started cultivating crops. And they found it convenient to live along the river. Burial pots called urns have been excavated. We also dealt with the changes in a man's life: man, family, society, group, and administration. We also learned about the Chalcolithic age. That was a period when copper and stone were used to make tools. And in Bronze Age, they mixed copper, zinc, and tin and created a mixture called as bronze, an alloy. They made tools from this alloy, and that age is called as a Bronze Age. The period in which people started using iron tools and weapons was called as the Iron Age. With this introduction, let us move to today's topic: archaeological excavations and museums. First, we will see what is a museum. Museum is a place where objects which are rare and used by our ancestors are preserved. That means the things which our ancestors used, they are very rare now. They were not able to get it very easily. So we collect them and keep it in a place. We'll keep it safe. We'll preserve it. It gives information about the lives of people of that time. So museums will give information about the lives of the people. It is very important to preserve the remains of the past. What is the meaning of remains? The remains are objects or things used by people of the past that got buried under the earth. So, whatever things our ancestors used in the past, whatever is left out, those things got buried under the earth, and people excavated. Excavate means to dig it up. Who will dig it up? Will you or me go and dig it up? No, it is done by archaeologists. They excavate, they dig up the fossils, earlier man or animals. They are called as fossils, which got buried deep inside the earth. And artifacts. An artifact is anything which is having importance in history. So children, what is a museum? It is a place where objects which were used by our ancestors and the things which were very rare are preserved, are safeguarded and kept. It not only it is kept safely, it gives information about the life of the people. It is very important to preserve all these things, all the remains of the past. Why? So that we will get to know about the life of the ancestors. Dear children, before we go into the details, I would like to introduce a few terms for you. The first one is archaeology. Spell it A-R-C-H-A-E-O-L-O-G-Y. Archaeology. A-R-C-H-A-E-O-L-O-G-Y. Archaeology. Archaeology is a scientific study of the human past. Next one is the protected monuments. Protected monuments. That is remains, art and architecture of our ancestors. I already told you what are remains. Remains are the objects or things used by the people of the past which got buried under the earth. So the monuments which are available or part of the monuments which are available, they are giving a protection, they are taken care of so that they are not damaged any further. Then next one is site museum. A site museum gives a mirror reflector of the regional history. You can learn about the history of that particular region in a site museum. The next term is epigraphy. E-P-I-G-R-A-P-H-Y. Epigraphy. Spell it E-P-I-G-R-A-P-H-Y. Epigraphy. It is the authentic record of the history. The written record of the history is called as a epigraphy. Now, people dig up things from the past like coins, pot sheds, metal objects, etc. Coins were the things, the currency used by our ancestors, those coins. And pot sheds. Pot sheds means it's a piece of a ceramic from a pottery. Maybe the broken piece of a cup or broken piece of a ceramic plate, or metal objects like the tools they used. All these things you can collect. And most of these objects are dug out from the ground. They are excavated from the ground. They will be people who go to these archaeological sites, historical sites, and they try to dig up the place, or we can say excavate. The people who dig up are called as archaeologists. The people who study about the past civilization or old civilization, they are called as archaeologists. So those people will collect or dig up the things of the past, and those things are kept safe. They are preserved. They are kept for a lifelong, for centuries together, in a place called as a museum. So children, what a museum? Museum is a place where objects which were rare and used by our ancestors are preserved. Gandhi Museum in Madurai, established in 1959 in the memory of Mahatma Gandhi, it exhibits manuscripts, sculptures along with blood-stained cloth worn by Gandhi when he was assassinated by Godke. Dakshina Chitra Museum, Muttukadu. It is a campus-like museum with amazing antiquity artifacts with journals, books to give an insight into South Indian heritage and culture. APJ Abdul Kalam House, Rameshwaram, place to take a glance into the prodigious lifestyle of APJ Abdul Kalam. It is a two-story building, houses several awards and pictures of the president. India Shell Museum, Mahabalipuram, dotted with a collection of 40,000 shells, both rare and antique. It has a shopping bazaar, aquarium pooled with ocean fishes. Domiciled across the Chennai Government Museum or Madras Museum holds a superb collection of ancient archaeology, sculptures, botany, geology, and anthropology in its 46 galleries. The Tanjavur Royal Palace and Art Gallery in the city of Tanjavur, it is home to ancient artifacts, manuscripts, photography and sculptures from the Nayaka, Pallava, Pandya and Chola. National Art Gallery in Chennai. It gives visitors a chance to seek a closer look at the history of the region through the ancient paintings of 18th and 17th centuries. Government Museum, Pudukkottai. A rare collection of geology, anthropology, paintings, zoology, botany make 103-year-old government museum a popular tourist destination. Bronzes and sculptures of ancient era are the star attractions. Now we move on to the next topic, archaeological excavations. Let us read the spellings, people. A-R-C-H-A-E-O-L-O-G-I-C-A-L, archaeological. I repeat, A-R-C-H-A-E-O-L-O-G-I-C-A-L, archaeological. Excavation, E-X-C-A-V-A-T-I-O-N-S, excavation. E-X-C-A-V-A-T-I-O-N-S, excavations. Archaeological excavation means digging up of a place of historical importance and collecting things like artifacts or potsherds, coins, etc. from that place. In the picture, you can see the Attichanallur. The Attichanallur is in Thoothukudi district, and Korkai, the capital of the early Pandyan, is just 15 kilometers from here. The next one is the Arikamedu. It is near Veeramapattinam in Puducherry, and it is famous for Pandukal or old stones. It is a Greek trading post which had trade links with Rome in the time of Augustus Caesar. The Kiradi excavation site is a Sangam period settlement. It is located 12 kilometers of Madurai and near Shivagangai district. It is in the banks of river Vaigai. It is also a large-scale excavation site just like Attichanallur. Now we move on to the classification of the prehistoric period. The prehistoric period is classified as Paleolithic age, that is before 10,000 BC, before Common Era, Mesolithic middle, before 8,000 BC, Neolithic age 10,000 to 4,000 BC, Chalcolithic age 3,000 to 1,500 BC, and Iron age 1,500 to 600 BC. I repeat, children, the prehistoric period is classified into Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, Chalcolithic, and Iron age. Now let us learn the spellings. Paleolithic, P-A-L-A-E-O-L-I-T-H-I-C, Paleolithic. Mesolithic, M-E-S-O-L-I-T-H-I-C, Mesolithic. I repeat, M-E-S-O-L-I-T-H-I-C, Mesolithic. Neolithic, N-E-O-L-I-T-H-I-C, Neolithic. N-E-O-L-I-T-H-I-C, Neolithic. Chalcolithic, C-H-A-L-C-O-L-I-T-H-I-C, Chalcolithic. C-H-A-L-C-O-L-I-T-H-I-C, Chalcolithic. C-H-A-L-C-O-L-I-T-H-I-C, Chalcolithic. Iron age, I-R-O-N, Iron. So, prehistoric period is divided into Paleolithic, that is before 10,000 BC, Mesolithic or the Middle Age, before 8,000 BC, Neolithic age, 10,000 to 4,000 BC, Chalcolithic age, 3,000 to 1,500 BC, and Iron age, 1,500 to 600 BC. Now children, BC means before Christ. BC means before Christ. BCE means before Common Era. BCE means before Common Era. AD means Anno Domini. Anno Domini. A-N-N-O-D-O-M-I-N-I. Anno Domini. Anno Domini is a Latin word meaning in the year of Lord. It means the birth of Jesus Christ. And CE means Common Era. BC before Christ, BCE before Common Era, AD Anno Domini, CE Common Era. Now the term chronology is used to express the historical events in respect of dates and years in the order of their occurrence. So chronology is used to express the historical events, and the historical events are listed with respect to the dates and years in the order of their occurrence. The time they had occurred or the date in which they had occurred, they'll arrange it according to the date of occurrence of these events. Then it is called as a chronology. Now children, did you know all these things? Numismatics. What is the term? numismatics. Let us spell it. Numismatics. 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 It is the study of coins. The study of coins is called as numismatics. There are different types of coins which are excavated, right from the metal coins to paper coins, and the inscriptions on that. And we can learn about the king and the economic condition of that period from the coin. So we can know the details of a king as well as how wealthy the king was. We can find out from the type of coins they have used. On temple walls and stones of prehistoric period, you can find some inscriptions. It could be about a king's rule or the people or society or way of life. Such inscriptions or writings are called as inscriptions. They are in the form of pictures or primitive letters. The scripts inscribed about a king's rule, people or society on rocks and walls are called inscriptions. Usually they are found on the temple walls. Now children, the traces like artifacts, pots, coins, idols, ornaments, weapons, written documents, etc. are very valuable sources to reconstruct our history. So we get evidences about our ancestors, evidences about the kingdoms and civilizations by studying the traces of the artifacts of all the things that are dug up, the different pots, potsheds, the coins, the ornaments, the weapons. From all these things we get so much of information about our ancestors and about our heritage. Before I conclude my class, let us have a recap of what we have discussed in this session. In this session, we discussed about museums and the important museums in the Tamil Nadu. Museum is a place where objects which are rare and used by our ancestors are preserved. We also studied about the different archaeological excavations carried out in Tamil Nadu, like the Athichenallur, which is the largest excavation point, then Arikamedu and Kiladi. In Tamil Nadu, Athichenallur, the largest one, Arikamedu and Kiladi are the sites where the objects used by the people of past are excavated. We also learned the classification of prehistoric period into Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, Chalcolithic and Iron Age. We also discussed what is chronology. It is a term used to express the historical events in respect of date and years in the order of their occurrence. We studied the before Christ BC, BCE before Common Era, AD Anno Domini and CE Common Era. My dear children, I conclude this chapter with these 4 videos. You can watch it as many times as you want. Learn well, listen to my pronunciation and read the spellings. Write it in your rough note and be thorough with that. From next class, we are going to do the classwork, book back exercises and so on. So be prepared. We will be having a home test coming up. With that, I conclude my today's class. Stay safe and stay happy, children. Take care. Thank you. Bye.